In this episode, Sophie and her mom reconcile, and we discovered the key to that was Delilah's dad. And he doesn't realize it, but he is letting Sophie see a side of her mother's struggle that she didn't see before.
I thought it was a great way for Delilah and Sophie to really reconcile, and I think that was a really important moment for Sophie to really hear and for her to sort of realize that she's really been only looking at one side of the coin and to understand where her mother's suffering and where her issues really came from.
I'll be there in a minute. You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm sorry that you have to go through this with him. It must be so hard.
Sometimes.
One of the moments that I love that we came up with in the room, Sophie doesn't tell her mom what happened. She wants to spare her mom the pain of knowing that her father's dementia is that bad.
This season has been really fun for me. I've really gotten to experience a lot of highs and a lot of lows. We were building everything up, and then everything sort of crashing down and taking this huge nosedive.
In our mid-season finale, when Sophie breaks those guitars, I think that's the moment her childhood ended. It's the moment that she goes from being a girl to being a woman in our show. And we will watch that throughout the rest of the season.
Do you agree with your mom, Theo?
Yeah. I complain about a problem. You're just making more of a problem.
The Katherine Theo therapy story is another one of those stories that is very personal to our writer's room. Theo is struggling, and Katherine wants to be there for her son.
The therapy scenes I thought were great. You discover that there are things that Katherine hasn't dealt with.
Like a lot of us, Katherine is willing to fight for other people's happiness, sometimes before she's willing to fight for her own. And she also needs to look out for her happiness the way she would want her son to look out for his. And she discovers that.
All in all, I thought it was more telling of what was going on with Katherine.
All this time, I thought I was modeling the right behavior for Theo. I was just teaching him to keep things in.
I think we both have been doing that.
I've been making this show now for 2 years. It's really been my passion project. And the thing that surprised me the most about all of this is just how incredible the fans would be. While I set out to tell my story, what I discovered along the way as I was telling all of our stories. That's the part of this I didn't anticipate. There's a community. It's been just the greatest 2 years of my life.